let's move on to Brother Nasiruddin. You are, of course, a graduate in economics and, of course, working in finance, a qualified person involved with the masjid. And we've heard in the previous segment that how you have moved into the area and you actively seeked an opportunity with Hasanah Centre. And alhamdulillah, you are now actively involved on a volunteer capacity. Now, I'd like to find out from you about the feedback. We've briefly seen that in the previous segment. Now, give us, what do you mean by feedback and how did you conduct and what is the outcome and what are you going to do with the reports or the numbers that you've established? What is your plan with regards to this in the future?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we asked our users of the center, Hasanah Centre, the musallis that come and use the center in terms of how they use the center.
Okay.
So we sent a electronic as well as a physical survey.
Okay. Paper copy
in December, mid-December
last year.
And then, so what we wanted to see what the progress of the center was in the 6 months of operating, bearing in mind it opened in June 2023, and we done the center survey in December 2023. And we asked 10 questions, of which we've got result. We want to share a result for 2 due to time. And we asked people how were they, if we could go to the first slide, inshallah. We asked people in terms of how satisfied were they in terms of Hasanah Centre. And overall, we had a 100% satisfaction survey. Overall, people came back with 100% satisfaction, of which 86.5% was excellent. Obviously, this is a fantastic number for us. We will continue to improve on that as the time and facilities become more available. The other question we asked was that how satisfied were they with the Jumu'aah facilities? And being a masjid, this is one of the main functions of a masjid, to provide Jumu'ah facilities. So currently we provide 2 Jumu'ah at the moment. Sheikh likes to joke 2.5, because the third one is usually based on demand. So it's not advertised, but if we see a lot of people, bear in mind the center has a capacity of 300 people. So sometimes we get, more than 600 people. And so therefore, sometimes we have to do a third Jumu'ah. So in terms of Jumu'ah, again, we asked people how satisfied they were. We provide a speech before the khutbah in English, and then the khutbah itself is in Arabic as is required. And then we sort of provide those facilities. I think one of the questions you asked me is that how we will take the feedback and what we tend to do with it. So one of the things what we wanted to do was that to see in terms of the current facility, is it adequate? Does it meet the needs of the users?
The local musalli.
Bear in mind, because it's in Stratford Central, we have many visitors who, because they work in the area, they use the centre, and then...
Oh, it's a busy road. People are just passing by.
Yeah.
And it's the time of the salah, that's when they can use the centre.
That's it. So we have people, what we can call ad hoc basis. They come, they use, they go. And then we have our local regular users. And then we wanted to see how we can improve the centre based on the current facilities. And then one of the things, the feedback that came was to expand the centre so there's actually space. But of the expanding the centre, we wanted a dedicated place for sisters. Okay. So this is inshallah one of the things that Sheikh plans to do in the future when we get the basement to provide facilities for sisters.
So in short, this is basically to get an understanding from the existing local musallis, and of course you've mentioned about the ad hoc, so that we can improve, the organization can perhaps learn from the feedback received and perhaps implement them in the future. Now let's find out from Hafiz Ghazi Mubin. You're an accountant graduate, you are Hafiz al-Quran, and also you are part of the Hasanah Academy London as an education secretary. Just give us an update. What's the current status of Hasanah Academy London?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As most of you have seen, the viewers, from the documentary, we try providing an Islamic social environment where all sorts of kids from all sorts of backgrounds can come from the age of 15 to 16, can come, they can learn, they can come and learn. And right now,
from the age of 5 to 16.
From the age of 5 to 16, currently. And what we are teaching, including Quran and Tajweed, Islamic studies, Arabic language, but also academically, including English, science, and maths. These are the subjects that all students can come and also participate, cooperate with the teachers. And mentioning the teachers, we have fully DBS checked, qualified male and female teachers, professional in their field, and it's an amazing opportunity for the kids to come to Hasanah Academy to do the learning, to take the education. And like I mentioned before, not only is it the Islamic side, but also the academic side. And I think that's a very important balance that we try to show the importance and try to provide for the students and facilitate for them.
Okay, so in other words, between 5 to 16 is the age group, and it's boys and girls, and it's completely segregated.
Completely segregated, and we have the weekend the female teachers teaching, and in the weekend we have the male teacher teaching, and it is completely segregated for the both girls and boys.
رسالات تحمل نورا للأجيال